When it comes to doing your nails, the prep stage is really important. And the first thing we're going to do is deal with the cuticle area here. So I've got some of the Mylee cuticle remover, which has a lovely scent from having the peppermint oil in. And all you're going to want to do with this is squeeze a little bit out and pop that around your cuticle. You're then going to leave that to sit on there for about a minute, just to let it take action. You don't want to leave it on too long, a minute should be enough. And while I'm letting that sit there, we've got two different things we can use, tools wise, for our cuticles. So we've got the metal cuticle pusher that I've got here. Now this is quite a sharp tool, this is the Mylee tool. Please be careful using this, not only on the skin of your cuticles, but also on your nail plate. The last thing we want to be doing is digging that into our nail plate when we're trying to remove any cuticle from the area and causing damage. So your other option is what's commonly known as an orange wood stick. So this is a much gentler tool, it's made of wood, it's not quite as severe as the metal, so this is what I'm going to use today. So now we've let our remover sit for a little while, I'm just going to take the orange wood stick and I'm just going to gently push the cuticle. We don't want to be pushing under the skin, we don't want to be being forceful at all with this. We're just gently pushing along, making sure that any cuticle, which is the dry skin that you get on the nail plate around this area, not this piece of skin, this is working on the nail plate to remove any dead cuticle. We're going to take that right round, down into the sides, and make sure we've got all of that nice and clean and any dead skin is removed. And what that's going to do is it's going to create a nice surface for your products to attach. So clean that off there, and then just a little bit of prep and wipe from Mylee and give that a good clean. So now we've dealt with our cuticles, we want to prepare the nail plate, and what I'm going to use to do that is I'm going to use the Mylee 100 to 180 grit file. So the smaller the number, the smoother the surface. So the 100 side, the yellow side, is a lot smoother than the 180 side, which is quite a bit rougher. So for prepping your nails, you only really need the 180 side, to be honest with you. And all we're going to do with that is we're just going to slightly rough up the nail plate. So not applying pressure, and just see how that's removing the shine. And all we're doing is creating a nice surface for our base coat to stick to when we move on to that part of the process. So just give that around the cuticles. Anywhere you're going to want to put your gel, you want to have that gentle etching into the surface of the nail plate. You can do this with a buffer if you feel like that's enough. Personally, I prefer to use a file and get a really good etch in there. But just remember, be gentle. You don't want to cause any damage to your nail plate. If anything starts feeling hot or you're getting discomfort or redness, then stop. You don't need to be filing that hard. So I'm pretty happy that I've covered all of the nail plate there with my file. So again, with your Mylee Prep and Wipe solution, give everything a good clean, remove any dust, and that is that nail prepped and ready to start applying our base coat. So the base coat I'm going to use is the Mylee base coat. I just pop the lid off there. And I apply this just as if I was applying a coloured polish. You don't want a thick layer. And if you start just a little bit back from the cuticle and push your brush up, giving it a little wiggle, you'll see you can get really neat and close to that cuticle without touching your skin. And then just bring it down around the sides, making sure you've covered the whole nail plate with your base coat. And like I say, just needs to be a nice thin coat on here. And then once you've done that, you can pop your hand in the lamp for 60 seconds. 60 seconds with the LED Mylee Pro lamp that I'm using. If it's a UV lamp, you'll need to cure this for 2 minutes.